Hello and welcome back everyone to another tutorial on Tableau. This series of videos will help you take your skills from beginner to expert level in Tableau. Do not forget to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you are the first one to know whenever I upload any new video. In today's session, we will see how to compare sales for the latest year with the previous year sales. Let me first show you the demo of what we will be doing today. Here we have a combination of a bar chart and a line chart that compares sales for the latest year with the previous year sales. The blue colored bars represent the sales done in the latest year that we have in the dataset, that is sales in the year 2017 starting from January till December. The line here compares the sales done in the previous year, that is 2016, starting from January till December. At the bottom, you will notice that we have green up arrow and red down arrow. In the month of February, you will notice that the sales in the latest year was $6,522, which is lower than the previous year sales. So in the previous year, the sales was $13,000 as the sales in the latest year was lower than the previous year. So here we have a red down arrow, and for all the month where the sales in the latest year was greater than the previous year, which is good, we have a green up arrow. Again, in the month of December, you will notice that the sales in the latest year is lower than the sales in the previous year. So we are seeing red down arrow. At the top, I have added few KPIs like the total sales in the year 2017, which is the latest year that we have in the data set. The sales in the year 2017 was 308K dollars, which is 20.1% more than that of the sales in the previous year, that is 2016. As the sales in the latest year was more than that in the previous year, we are seeing this percentage in green color. If the sales in the latest year would have been lower than that in the previous year, then we would see this percentage in red color. Now, without wasting any time, let's jump to Tableau and see how to create a view similar to this one. First, we will see how many years of data we have in this data set. So drag order date to the column shelf. So we have data starting from 2018 till 2021. Here we have to create a combination of bar chart and a line chart to compare sales done in the latest year, that is 2021, with the previous year sales, that is 2020. First, we have to create a bar chart to show sales done in the latest year. We have to show sales done in all the months starting from January till December. Currently, here we have year of order date. We will change it to month. So click on the drop down and click on month. Now to get the latest year sales, we will create a new calculated field. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it latest year sales, and here we will write down if year of order date is equal to max year of order date, then sales end. Here we are telling Tableau that if the year of order date is equal to the max year of order date, which will give us the latest year, that is 2021, then return the sales for those rows. You will notice that here we are getting error, cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate arguments. To solve this error, we will make this a fixed calculation by enclosing max within curly braces. The calculation is valid now. This calculation will give us the latest year sales. Click on OK. Drag the new calculated field that we have created to the row shelf. From the mark type, we will select bar, change the fit to entire view. Next, we have to show previous year sales in the form of a line. Create a new calculated field to show previous year sales. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it previous year sales. Here we will write down if year of order date is equal to max year order date minus 1, then sales and here we are telling Tableau to return sales for those rows where the year of order date is equal to the max year of order date minus 1. So max year will give us 2021 and subtracting 1 from it will give us the previous year, that is 2020. Here also we are getting the same error, cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate arguments. To solve this error, we will make this a fixed calculation by enclosing max within curly braces. The calculation is valid now. This calculation will give us the previous year sales. Click on OK. Drag the previous year sales field that we have created to the row shelf next to latest year sales. We will make this a dual axis chart. Click on the drop down, click on dual axis. We will select the mark type as line for the previous year sales. Let's remove the axis, right click and uncheck show header. Let me remove this field label, right click, click on hide field label for columns. Now let's remove the grid lines, right click, click on format, go to borders. Then from here we will select none for the row divider, select none for the column divider. Then go to lines. Here we will select none for the zero lines. Then click on rows, select none for the grid lines. All the grid lines are removed now. If you want, you can edit the colors of these measures as per your requirement. Just double click on any field and you can select the field and click on the color as per your requirement. Click on OK. Let me also remove this month header from this chart. So right click and uncheck show header. Now we have to show few KPIs in the title. Let me show you the other dashboard like this. First we will show the latest year, then the sales done in the latest year. Next, the percentage increase or decrease in the sales as compared to the previous year. Go back to the worksheet. To get the latest year, we will create another calculated field. Close this format lines window. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it latest year. Here we will write down max year of order date. This calculation will give us the latest year. Click on OK. Make sure all is selected. Drag the new calculated field latest year that we have created to detail. Next, to get the total latest year sales, we will create another calculated field. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it total latest year sales, and this will be the sum of the latest year sales field that we have created. Click on OK. Drag this new calculation also to the detail. Now let's edit the title. Double click on the title, and here first we will insert the latest year calculated field that we have created. Below it we will insert the total latest year sales. Let me increase the font size of total latest year sales field to 16. Click on bold, and let's decrease the font size of latest year to 12. Click on OK. Here you will notice that we are getting the correct latest year, but the total latest year sales field is coming in the form of a range. In order to get the total latest year sales value, we will make this calculation a fixed calculation. So go to total year sales, click on the drop down, click on edit, and enclose this calculation within curly braces. The calculation is valid. Click on OK. Now drag the total latest year sales again on this calculation that is coming in red. Let's also change the default format of this field to show the latest year in terms of dollars. Go to default properties, then number format, and here go to currency custom. We don't want to show any decimal places, and the prefix will be $sign. Click on OK. Let me again edit the title. Here we will add the field again, this total latest year sales. Let me change the font color to black. Click on OK. Now we are getting the correct value of the total latest year sales. Next, we have to show percentage change in the sales of the latest year compared with the previous year sales. We have already created the calculation for the total latest year sales. Now we will create another calculated field to get the total sales done in the previous year. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it total previous year sales, and this will be sum of previous year sales calculation that we have created. Create this also a fixed calculation by enclosing this within curly braces. Click on OK. Now to calculate the percentage change, we will create another calculated field. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it last year versus previous year percentage, and here we will write down the formula total latest year sales minus total previous year sales, and close this within parenthesis, divided by total previous year sales. This calculation will give us the percentage change in the sales in the latest year as compared to the previous year. Click on OK. Drag this calculated field also to detail. We also have to show the previous year in the title. Let's create a duplicate of the latest year field. Click on the drop down, click on duplicate. Now let's edit the field. Click on edit. Name it previous year, and the formula will be max year of order date. minus 1. Click on OK. Drag this previous year also to detail. Now let's edit the title. Double click on the title. Below this we will insert the LY versus PY percentage calculated field that we have created versus previous year, and decrease the font size to 12 and unclick on bold. Click on OK. Select everything and click on center line. Click on OK. Change the format of this percentage change calculation to show the change in the form of a percentage. So right click on this calculated field, click on format, click on pane, then click on the number format drop down, go to percentage, and we want to show two decimal places. Let me also remove the thousand separator from the latest year and the previous year. So close this format window. Let me go to latest year, click on the drop down, go to default properties, number format, number custom. We don't want to show any decimal places, and uncheck include thousand separator. Click on OK. Similarly, let's do it for previous year. Click on the drop down, go to default properties, number format, number custom. We don't want to show any decimal places, and uncheck on include thousand separators. Click on OK. Now in the title we can see the latest year along with the total sales done in the latest year, that is 2021. Then this is the percentage change in sales in the latest year compared with the previous year, which is 2020. Now if you want to show this percentage change in green, if the sales in the latest year is greater than the previous year, and the percentage change should be in red if the sales in the latest year is less than that in the previous year, then we will have to create two separate calculated fields. So click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it LY versus PY percent positive, and here we will write down if total latest year sales greater than total previous year sales, then LY versus PY percent, else 0 end. So here we are telling Tableau to give us the percentage change if the total latest year sales is greater than the total previous year sales. Click on OK. Create a duplicate of this field. Click on the drop down, click on duplicate. Let's edit this field. Click on the drop down, click on edit. Let's name it negative. LY versus PY percent negative. And here the formula will be if total latest year sales is less than the total previous year sales, then give us the LY versus PY percent field, else 0 end. Click on OK. Now drag both these calculated fields to detail. Let's edit the title again. Double click on the title, and here we will insert both the new calculated fields that we have created, negative and the positive. Remove this previously added field. Now we will select red color for this negative field and the green color for this positive field. Click on this green color, click on OK. We have to show plus sign if the percentage change is positive and a negative sign if the percentage change is negative. So we will edit the format of these two fields that we have added in the title. First let's edit the positive field, click on the drop down, go to default properties, number format, go to custom, and here write down plus 0.00% semicolon minus 0.00% semicolon space. So here the first part before the semicolon tells Tableau how we want to display the positive part, that is if the percentage is positive. Second part after the semicolon, this one tells Tableau how we want to display the negative number, and the last part tells Tableau how to display 0. We will be displaying 0 with a space. Let me copy this format and do it same for negative field as well. Go to negative, click on the drop down, default properties, number format, go to custom and just paste this format. Click on OK. So here you will observe that the sales in the latest year is greater than the sales in the previous year. So we are seeing the percentage change in green color. If the sales in the latest year would have been less as compared to the previous year, then this percentage change we would be seeing in red color. So the first worksheet is ready. Now we will create a new worksheet where we will show up and down arrows like these, where we will get up and down arrow for each of the month depending if the sales in the latest year is greater than or less than the previous year sales. So go back to the worksheet, create a new worksheet, drag order date to the column shelf, and let's add the month. Click on the drop down, click on month, change the fit to entire view. We will create another calculated field. Click on the drop down, click on create calculated field. Let's name it ly versus py shape, and here we will write down if sum of latest year sales is greater than sum of previous year sales, then up, else down, and click on OK. In the row shelf write down average of 0 and change the mark type to shape. Drag the new calculated field that we have created to shape. Now let's edit the shape. Double click. Now from the drop down, click on arrow. For the down, we will select this down arrow, and for up, we will select this up arrow. These are the custom shapes that I have added to the Tableau repository. If you want to know how to add custom images in Tableau repository, then you will find the link of that video on the top right corner, and I have also added the link of that video in the description below. Click on OK. Now to give green color to up arrow and red color to down arrow, drag this new calculation to color as well. Let me edit the color. Double click. So for down we will select red color, and for up we will select green color. Click on OK. Remove the header, right click, uncheck show header. Let me remove the grid lines, right click, click on format, go to lines, and from here select none for grid lines, select none for zero lines. So all the grid lines are removed. Let me remove the field label, right click on hide field label for columns. Lastly, let's show only the first letter of each of the month to create a neat and clean view. So right click on format, then make sure header is selected, go to dates, and here you can select first letter or abbreviation as per your requirement. Let me select first letter, click anywhere outside. Now both the sheets are ready. Let's create a new dashboard. Change the size of the dashboard. From the drop down, let me select fixed size. Give width as 1000 pixel and the height as 500 pixel. Here we will drag a vertical container, and we have to drag both the worksheets in the same container. So first we will drag sheet 1, and below that we will drag sheet 2. Let me remove these legends from here. Let me hide the title of second worksheet. Right click and click on hide title. Now we can reduce the width of the second worksheet. Now this looks good. Here you will observe that we are getting down arrow wherever the sales in the latest year is less than the previous year, and we are getting green up arrow wherever the sales in the latest year is greater than the previous year. Lastly, let's also edit the tooltips. So I don't want to show any tooltips in this second worksheet. So go to tooltip and remove everything from here. Click on OK. Go to sheet 1. Make sure all is selected. Go to tooltip. And here we have to show the month of the order date, then latest year sales, and then we have to show the previous year sales. Remove everything else. Click on OK. So when we hover on the blue bar, we can see the latest year sales, and when we hover on the line, we can see the previous year sales. Let me also edit the format of latest year and previous year sales to show them in terms of dollar. So right click on latest year sales, click on format, make sure pane is selected, go to numbers, currency custom. We don't want to show any decimal places. Prefix will be dollar sign. Now go to previous year sales, right click, click on format, make sure pane is selected, go to numbers, currency custom. We don't want to show any decimal places, and the prefix will be dollar. Let me check. Now the tooltips looks good. Go back to the dashboard. So here we have a combination of a bar chart and a line chart that compares sales done in the latest year with the previous year, and at the top we have added few KPIs. From these up and down arrows at the bottom, we can easily figure out in which month latest year sales was greater than the previous year sales, or the month where the latest year sales was less than the previous year sales. So this was all that I had to cover in this session. I have added the link of this workbook in the description below. Thanks for watching this session. I hope this session was helpful. Do not forget to click on the thumbs up button if you like this session. See you in the next tutorial.